Hey, guess I got high. Guess I got high. Guess I got high. I don't know. I know why. Hey, guess I got high. Guess I got high. Guess I got Cause I got high, cause I got high. Good morning. Nobody, 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 nobody knows. All right, we're gonna head down to. There's a couple of fire calls down in North Austin right now. We're headed to. Looks like there's actually 2 structure fires we're headed to. 2 structure fires. We'll pick one and stick with it. I think I went live a little too early today. Then I got high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high. Cause I got high. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I don't think. Okay, a little too early this morning. It's alright. I was at home all day yesterday and not really used to that anymore, and I slept more than I normally do. So I was up incredibly early this morning. I was up very early. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be 9 o'clock sometime. Somebody's getting towed. Nope, they've had a car accident, it looks like. Yep, they've had an accident. No sun. Nope, it's rainy today. It is rainy and nasty out this morning. That is the way it goes. Man, I got a story to tell from what happened yesterday. I made kind of a joke on X. There was what's her name? Natasha Harper Madison. That goofy woman made a stupid public post, and I ended up taking that post and making a joke out of it. And boy, did it go viral quick, man. It had like 10,000 views in 5 minutes, and then 38,000, and then, a couple of big accounts, and like a Mary King picked it up. It was so funny. I laughed so hard about that yesterday. I was on my way home from the store last night when a Mary King picked it up, and I just laughed and laughed and laughed. All right. We are in Austin. We're at Anderson Mill and Palmer. I'm coming in from the far north side today. We'll be in downtown in just a few minutes. This area out here on Palmer is growing fast, man. It is growing so fast out here. All of these corporate giants putting in their buildings. Oh, speaking of corporate giants, SpaceX, down where they're building that big ass rocket down in Cameron County, down by Brownsville, they have their area out there they call Starbase. They are petitioning to actually start their own city named Starbase. They petition the county, and then they will petition the state, and they are going to incorporate as a city. Elon Musk is going to have his own city, and that just blows my mind. It reminds me, so I'm a huge history person. I love history, and reading about the old company towns in the South when it came to cotton and the plantations, it reminds me of these old company towns where a company would run an actual town, and you work for the company, but everything you needed was owned by the company. So the general store, all of these places was owned by the company. All the houses, everything. So it just reminds me of company towns from way back when. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. McNeil Drive. Yeah, it's just interesting how that actually all works out. Let me see. Hang on one sec, y'all. I can't see the chat. Well, it's not like anybody's chatting at the moment anyway, but Austin fire incidents. It's a traffic injury on Palmer, and we're on Palmer. Traffic injury on Palmer. I don't know where that's at, though. I should have brought my other phone, dadgummit. Should have brought my other phone. That's okay. We will make it without it. So once we turn on the Mopac up here, you'll be able to start seeing downtown. We're about 10 minutes outside of Austin proper. I mean, this is Austin city limits, but we're heading to downtown is where we're headed. You're going to go see a good Sunday morning in downtown Austin. It's not been a whole lot happening. We had a murder over the weekend. I don't know if you guys heard about that. It was on 6th Street. It was right at 6th and Congress where a guy got his ass stabbed down there. And it is being investigated as a homicide. That makes it like number 66, I think. 66 or 67 for the year. Last year in November, Austin had the most homicides within a single month that it's had since pre-pandemic, since 2019. There was more homicides last month than at any other time. And we're hemorrhaging cops right now. Hemorrhaging cops. Oh, speaking of that, there's something else I wanted to tell you guys. Maybe I should wait until everybody else is on here. I know I'm live about an hour, a little over an hour before I normally am, so everybody is not on just yet. But, well, I'll tell it now. The camp that I was filming in Austin with you guys down by the AGB at William Cannon and 35, the narcotics cops reached out to me. They are going to be sweeping that place soon. I think maybe I shouldn't have just said that publicly, but anyway, they're looking at the place down there. They're probably going to get it. They're worried about all the drugs coming out of there. There's been a lot of overdoses in that area, and they think the drugs are coming out of that particular camp. And so they reached out to me to ask me what I knew about the camp. They wanted to know how it was laid out, so on and so forth, where the tents were, if I have any video of who's there, so on, so on, so on. And the people that live in that area around that neighborhood, they are sick of it. They're sick of all the drugs. They're sick of all the crime. They're sick of trying to go to HEB at 8 at night, but they can't because there's violent people in the parking lot trying to fight each other. You get people with mental illnesses out there just screaming. There was a lady that sent me a message that said she pulled into that parking lot and a guy jumped onto her hood and was screaming and hollering at her and then started humping her hood. That right there, that just takes the cake, man. That just takes the cake. I don't know what I would do if one of those men jumped on my car and started humping my hood. I'd probably have to get the camera out first because that would make really good content. Actually, I think it would make excellent content. Storm Chaser Mark. Familiar faces in the chat. What's up, my dude? Your picture. Hey, last night it took me a minute to get to your pictures, and it was because I had a post go viral last night, and it took me a minute to work through all the comments and such. So I wasn't ignoring you. It just took me a minute to get to your post. You get a post that goes viral. It happens quickly. We're going to go into downtown a little bit different way. We'll just head up to like 35th Street. Uh, yeah, that post that I had, that joke that I made at the expense of Natasha Harper Madison, she is pissed. She is pissed about that post, man. And but you know what? It was fair game, man. She posted what she posted publicly on a public forum, so it was absolute fair game what I did. Fair game. Mr. Mark, yeah, Mark took some really. I wished I could show them on here. I would love to show some of his photography on here. I've got. I guess I could. I just had to figure out how to do it with the phone. No, well, I mean, it is and it isn't. It's starting. You know, you'll hit these little rain showers every once in a while. It's mainly dry, but it's kind of off and on. Kind of off and on. We're going to run right up here to about either 45th or 35th. I'm not sure which one I will, or maybe, well, was that Anderson behind us? That's Anderson. No, that's Spicewood Springs. And then far west, I think I've already missed Anderson. And we're going to head into downtown that way. I think what we'll do is head up to 45th Street. Head up to 45th and go take it over to Guadalupe. And we'll go up through the University of Texas. I think you can get it done, Mark. I don't think, I mean, it's just misting every now and then, just a little bit. It's not really raining. It's pretty dry. In a pinch, you could get it done. In a pinch, you can get it done. We are on Mopac. Mopac. Right down to 45th. Take it into the University of Texas. And then on into downtown Austin. Yes, let's see. We'll do 35th. It's just the next exit up from 45th. We'll do 35th. We'll go up by Seton Northwest. You want to hear something interesting? You know how on X they say that Grok, however you say it, it can look at images, medical images, and tell you what's wrong. Well, what I did was I took a screenshot of my MRI from when I had surgery last year. I took a screenshot of it, and just a screenshot of one slice of the MRI, and uploaded it to Grok. And I will be damned if it didn't tell me within 3 seconds. It told me exactly what was wrong with me, and it was spot on. It told me why, what was happening, and that I would probably need surgery. This happened a few years ago, and absolutely, it was spot on. 3 seconds, and it was spot on. It diagnosed me just from looking at it in 3 seconds. Now, you tell me how crazy that is. It was very accurate. They say that you can upload an x-ray, you can upload MRIs, you can upload your blood work numbers. So down at the bottom of the app, if you're using the app, down at the bottom of the app, there's a button that looks like a line. You just click it, and you can type in whatever you want to ask it. You can ask it to make videos. You can ask it to make pictures. You can ask it anything. If you want to upload a picture, then there's an upload button right there. You just hit the upload button, and it'll analyze pictures. You can give it a website. Let's say there's a website you want to read, but you can't, you don't want to take the time to read it. you just copy and paste the website, and it will immediately summarize that website and what it's saying for you. For the legal-minded folks, which I do a lot of true crime content, you can ask it to you can ask it to summarize a crime. You can ask it to summarize a legal case. Grok is very, very handy, very handy. And I use it a lot when I'm doing research for my true crime stuff. When I'm writing the scripts for the videos, if I get stuck, if I'm having a block and I can't come up with anything to say, I can ask it questions, and it'll give me prompts and tips on, what to say and how to finish writing. It's extremely handy. I've been using Grok so much lately about, when I'm doing research, or if I have questions that I need to ask. You can even go in there and tell it to tell a joke, and it's actually a pretty funny AI too. If you're bored, you don't have anybody to talk to, it'll talk with you, just like a person. Very interesting. I can ask it to look at my account and tell me what, if I should be doing something different to not be shadow banned or demonetized. It's just a very handy tool. Yeah, try it out, Mark. If I don't like OpenAI, I don't like any of those other things, but Grok is very handy, and it has come a long way. You can ask it to, show you to draw you a picture and then explain what the picture you want is, and it's actually very handy. For my content that is on X only, it actually drew me a logo for my X content. Dash on X, which most of you guys know that X is my main platform. I come and do the YouTube streams just for fun while I'm out here working. But X is where I make my money, and that's where, everything happens over there. And it's so wild because, it's a more of a level playing field on X for creators. Like right now, I could do this stream on X and have 9,000 people watching. But over here on YouTube, where they had their thumb on the scale, it's a completely different story. But it is easier to live stream on YouTube. I hope they fix that on X soon, where it makes it a little easier to stream over there. I do hope they fix it. This is where I had surgery. Right here at Seton. Seton Medical Center of Austin. Daggum Prius. That's a Prius V? What is that? A Prius? I don't know. It says Prius V. Daggum Priuses. Oh, man. I went live way too early this morning. I should have waited. All of our normal peeps aren't in here. All of our normal peeps. Then I got high, then I got high, then I got high. Yeah, Grok is very handy. Very handy. Especially if you're doing research, if you write scripts, which, the TV show that we've been working on, I use Grok a lot to research for the TV show. It's very handy, man. Handy man. It's a very handy man. We will be in downtown in just a couple minutes. see what's going on in downtown, see if any of the drunks are left over from last night. Sometimes you can drive into downtown on an early Sunday morning and you can still see people laid out on the sidewalks from partying last night. It's actually pretty funny. Party City. Welcome to the University of Texas, my friends. Welcome to the University of Texas. When was it? Last weekend when we were driving through here, when the two bums were fighting in the street on campus. I think it was either last weekend or the weekend before. Those two men were just beating the shit out of each other right in the middle of the street. Reminds me of that old video that you used to see going around on VHS called Bum Fights. Where that guy would run around with a camera and he would antagonize and get the homeless folks to start fighting each other. Jeffrey, good morning, my man. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning, my dude? How's Houston this morning? Are you wet in Houston as well? This is actually where the campus starts, right here. So all the buildings that you see, the brown colored buildings, that is actually the campus there. Dirty Martin's Comeback. The late night food court. Some excellent food right there. You can get some excellent food and a walk-up smoke and vape shop. University is old and it is a beautiful university. And of course, they have some really good football here too. We don't have any pro teams really in Austin besides a soccer team. So UT football is basically our pro team here. Basically. UT football is massive in Austin. Jeffrey. And this right here is known as the Drag. May, good morning. This is the Drag, or what locals call the Drag. It's just this straight shot right up the side of West Campus. This is where everybody hangs out at night. A lot of stuff happening, a lot of food happening. It's a good place if you're a people watcher to come here and people watch. May, good morning, May. But of course, there's also a lot of homelessness here too, and it's very sad. But the students up here, they do, they try to help. They try to help the homeless folks out here. They do that. They do that. There is the football from the last game. I forget what that was. A big game. I think maybe it was a bowl game. I don't know. I forget what it was. It was a big game, but that football was what they ran through when they took the field. I don't know why. Hey, because I got high. Because I got high. Because I got high. Ba-da bump 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 bump. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I know why. Hey, hey, because of that. I got to go out to Del Valley and talk to some people today. There's a big, massive homeless camp in Del Valley that is causing some people some issues out there, and they are getting no help from the city at all. No help. And what's crazy is the guy that's having the most issues, especially with property crime, he works for the city of Austin, and he still can't get them to listen to him. Still can't get them to listen. Carla, Mark, and Jeffrey. May, how are you doing this wonderful Sunday morning? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to downtown Austin. Beautiful downtown Austin. Look at that up there. Can y'all see? You can't see the top of the buildings. Look at that. The buildings are in the clouds. Can you imagine living on the top floor and you look outside and you're like in a cloud? I can't imagine. Of course, I wouldn't live that high anyway. I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to heights. You wouldn't catch me living at the top of that building. There is no way. That is way on up there. You look out your window and all you see is you're in the clouds, man. It's wild. It is wild. Too high, my friends. That is too high. Doing good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, no, everything's good. I tell you, it's been a long year for Dash, and I am going to be glad to get this year over with. We have went through so much this year, between being demonetized, debanked, deplatformed, deboosted. I mean, they hit all of it. That we got all the D's this year, and I am going to be incredibly happy to get it over with and not have to deal with it anymore. I'm going to be glad to get it over with. I'll show you guys a good view of El Capital. There's the Capitol with the Methodist Church. This is the Methodist Church. Very old church here in Austin. This is the building here that Charles Whitman killed his mother in before he went up onto the tower and shot all those people back in the 60s. Sure is. That's where it's at. He killed his mom in there, put her in bed, pulled the covers up. He put a note on the door that said, "Please do not disturb me. I have the flu." And then he went and committed the fuckery that he did on the tower back in the 60s and shot and killed all those people. Right there by the Capitol. Crazy, ain't it? Charles Whitman. Man, listen how quiet it is out here this morning. May, I know, it's crazy, ain't it? It's absolutely crazy. I've got the video that I made about it. I went to all the locations where things happened, where he bought the guns, his house down on Jewel Street, this place here where he killed his mother. So crazy. I think, isn't that considered one of the first mass shootings that, I know, here in America we have an issue right now with mass shootings, but I think that is basically considered one of the first that happened. And what's crazy is that one could have been avoided. He went to the doctor there on campus and he told them that he was thinking about it. He told them what he wanted to do. He basically outright told them that he wanted to go on the tower and kill people, but they didn't do anything about it. The vodka not too well. I'm glad he was all right. Whitman killed a lot of people, but like I said, it could have very well been avoided had they just taken him a little more seriously. Now, in today's world, if he would have, if that would have happened today, and you go into a doctor and say something like that, well, they're definitely going to do something about it. But back then, they didn't do anything about it. He told the doctor that he can't get the tower out of his mind, that he wants to go to the top of it. I mean, he basically told the doctor exactly what he wanted to do. Nobody did anything. The two police officers that ended up shooting Whitman, I think both of them have passed away at this point. Houston McCoy, I think, was one of the last ones to pass away. But I think they're all pretty much dead now. Houston McCoy is a badass Austin cop, or he was a badass Austin cop. Whoa. He sure was. He went up that tower. No ballistics vest, none of that stuff. He went up on that tower and did what he had to do. With a civilian went up there with them. Back then you could look at the newsreel footage from back then, and you can see all of the shots being fired at the tower. Here in Texas, man, everybody has a gun. Back then, even more people had guns. Everybody had a deer rifle, and anybody that had a rifle back then was out shooting at that tower. Oh man, there's a homeless guy walking right up the middle of the street, y'all. Why is he in the middle of the street? This ain't good. Okay, good. He's getting off the street. Now he's running. Poor guy. Poor guy. Alright, I gotta stop for just a sec. Figure out. I see people out like this right here, out exercising. And it makes me realize that I should be out doing that too. And then makes me feel lazy because I'm not. We should all be out exercising at least once a day. There's been so much, a lot of crazy crimes that's happened here in Austin over the years. Murders, airplanes flying into buildings, just a lot of craziness. There's actually a serial killer running around here right now. And, then we have Raul Meza Jr., another serial killer, that he is actually in prison now. But, he was here in Austin. He killed his last two victims, basically up in right on the Austin and Pflugerville line. But there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening in this city, but nobody really talks about it either. You know, and then you got the Lady Bird Lake crap happening that nobody really talks about it. All the men dying around the lake. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. This is the Arch on this side. This is the main homeless shelter. This is Caritas. This is the kitchen, the soup kitchen, where the homeless folks get a bite to eat every day. Red River is the next street up. And the police station. The police station is right there. And all of this crime in this city happens right here by the police station. Sure does. I'm going to run you guys up 6th Street real quick. They're getting ready. So on Friday and Saturday nights, they close down 6th Street to traffic. The only thing on 6th Street on Friday and Saturday nights is foot traffic. And they are looking around at they're looking at opening 6th Street back up to vehicle traffic on Friday and Saturday nights. And I think that is a huge mistake. If you look at how many people are out on 6th Street on Friday and Saturday night, somebody's going to end up getting hurt. Butterfly, good morning. It is drizzling. Yes, off and on drizzling. It is off and on drizzling. Good morning, Miss Butterfly. Hope you're doing well this morning, young lady. Hope you've had a good week. We only get to see you on the weekends here because of your profession. Yeah, I mean, if you can imagine, this street is closed down right here where we're at. It's closed down on Friday and Saturday nights, and this whole street is full of people partying. A lot of people out here, you know, running around and drinking and having a good time. And they want to open this back up to vehicular traffic. And I'm going to tell you right now, somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt if they do that. I came on yesterday. You had just, yeah, I wasn't really supposed to even be on yesterday. I just to say hi is basically all that was. But we're here today. We're here today. We're out here in Austonian. These people right over there are selling drugs right now. I don't know if y'all can see them, but those people right there, do y'all see the people? They're selling drugs over there. They're doing hand-to-hand transactions. They sure are. See, they just did another transaction right then. Selling drugs in the open in Austin because nobody gives a shit anymore. There's nobody that's going to even attempt to stop them from doing it. And right here is where all those people died several months ago. Where all those people died. You know, when was it? Like 2.5, 3 months ago, from the marijuana and the cocaine that was laced with fentanyl. Right here is where it happened. Right here on 6th Street. Right here on 6th Street. Where are the traffic cameras? Oh, they're working, I'm sure. There's a traffic. There's more cameras down here on 6th Street. There's cameras everywhere. But is anybody watching them? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I'm not 100% certain, but nobody cares about the drugs that's being sold here. The only time anybody cares about that is when somebody ends up getting hurt. Like when all those people overdosed a while back. Then they will go back and look at those cameras. That's how they ended up catching those two people back then, is they went back and started looking at the cameras. Frost Building. The Frost Building. It is so quiet out here this morning. I'm so used to hearing nothing but hustle and bustle, and right now I'm hearing nothing. Like I told my boss, the camera's only as good as the person working it. Yep, after the fact, you're right. Yes, they pretty much wait until something happens. And the problem is we don't have enough police officers in this city to do proactive policing, to do community policing where the cops are in the community and, their presence is a deterrence. We just don't have enough cops for that. Every cop that I know, and I know a lot of them here in the city since I've been doing this, I know a whole lot of them. They tell me that when they come on shift, when they start their tour, they start chasing the radio, meaning they're just going from call to call to call. They don't have time to they don't have time to do any proactive or community policing. And that's just it. That's just the way it is. That's why you very rarely see anybody getting tickets in this city. That is why. Now, every once in a while, you will see that an officer has somebody pulled over, but it's pretty rare. Now, they have all of the license plate readers on these intersections. I'll show you one right up here. They have the license plate readers on these intersections, and if you are a wanted person and you drive through the intersection, especially at Old Torf and Congress, that license plate reader is going to read your plate, and it's going to alert the police department that you are in this area. Not only does that camera read license plates, but it looks at your car. It will pick up any damage that's on the car. It'll pick up any bumper stickers. It'll pick up everything, and it's ran by AI. Nope, they don't. They sure don't. Maybe on Friday and Saturday nights around 6th Street, they have quite a few officers down there, but it's bad enough. They don't even have enough officers for that. You see a lot of state troopers working on 6th Street on the weekends. A lot of state troopers down there on the weekends. Did y'all see that video a while back? So the mounted police here in Austin, where it was it was a female officer. She was a mounted officer, and she fell off her horse on 6th Street. Did y'all see that? Her saddle spun on the horse and just dumped her off. And if you know the horses that the Austin police officers use, they are massive. They're very big horses. And she was a little girl. Man, she fell so hard off that horse. And it was right on video, man. It was wild to see her hit the concrete that hard. And you could tell it embarrassed her. She was trying to get up as fast as she could. You know how when you fall, you try to get up really quickly? But when she started trying to get up, she fell so hard, it was like her head and her legs weren't working together. She tried to get up, but she couldn't. Well, the horse didn't move. She didn't have her saddle on the horse correctly. The saddle spun. It spun on the horse and just dumped her off of it. The horse looked back down at her like, what the hell just happened? It was wild the way that horse just looked back down at her. He was like, what? It's hard to, those horses are so well trained. Yeah, it was crazy, Butterfly, the way she fell in that. And I'm serious, the horse looked down at her like, Jesus, woman. That'll teach you to put the saddle on me that way. I felt bad for her. And, normally, especially down in downtown on these, the people, they don't like the cops, right? And usually if something bad happens to a cop or whatever, people are laughing and pointing. You know how it is. Y'all have seen the videos. When that happened, everybody that was around there watching was like, holy shit, and was trying to help her. Nobody was laughing or making fun of her. She hit the ground hard. Like a sack. Yeah, exactly, Jeffrey. That horse is like, oh shit. I didn't put the saddle on. That ain't my fault. Cosmic Cowboy, Mr. Blessed. The Cosmic Cowboy. Yeah, right here. Let me show you guys this real quick. 1 second. I'm going to show y'all these license plate readers, and you'll see them. Once you know what you're looking for, you will see them. You will notice them. This is the reader I'm talking about. It always has that's it right there. That's it right, let's see, right there. So you can see it has this solar panel. So that is the actual license plate camera, and then the solar panel that runs it, and then it has that box on the back of the solar panel where it's connected to the city. They're everywhere, all over the city, and all that thing does is just sit there and collect information and collect information and collect information and collect information. It's a camera and a solar panel. Yep, solar panel. Yeah, hey, cable guy. Good morning, sir. I was gonna ask, how is it in there? I've been wanting to go in and see it. I heard it's an incredibly nice HEB. Miss Butterfly, I think they're using cops right now in there. I've seen a lot of like off-duty constables in there. But that AI license plate reader, it is just sitting there and it is just soaking up massive amounts of information. License plate, color of your car, any damage to your car, any stickers, any bumper stickers, and it all goes into a database. Oh, interesting. It has cart escalators. That's interesting. Yeah, what we're talking about is this building right here, y'all. That is the new HEB here in Austin. And it's supposedly one of the nicest ones that they've ever built. I think it's 2 or 3 stories, right, cable guy? Isn't it like 2 or 3 stories? Cart escalators. That's interesting. Yeah, when I very first moved here to Austin, if you guys will remember the HEB that was here, it was that small HEB with the parking lot right here. A lady was killed here. She was, it's 2 stories. The lady had her throat sliced in the parking lot of that HEB. What is there to get on the... Man, my chat takes a minute to catch up. Infrared reflective spray for the license plate reader. What is there is a line to get on. I guess you have to just sit there and wait. I would imagine they probably have more than one set, but I mean, I don't know that for sure. I may go in there today just to check it out and see it. All right. Across the street from the HEB, it is it's like a thing. I think it's like a little coffee house thing. It's one of those old historic houses, like the old Victorian. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Did you see that? Yeah, it's the SoCo Happy Hour, right next to the church. The parking spaces have little lights that turn green when the space is open and red when it's occupied. That's interesting. Man, so that must be one of the really nice HEBs then. That must be one of the really nice ones. Yeah, something out here in the middle of the road. Butterflies going to the great outdoors today. Heck yeah. The great outdoors. Wasn't there a movie called The Great Outdoors? Yeah, I saw that back there. Wasn't there a movie called The Great Outdoors with like John Candy or something like that? Or am I just completely making that up? We can go over there to the Hustler in Hollywood and get us some erotic gifts for Christmas. Does anybody need some erotic gifts? It's right across the street from the Red Rose, which is a gentleman's club. That's what we'll call it. It's a gentleman's club. I'm going to turn around and go back that way real quick. Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit lonely and I'm never looking back. Turn around. All right. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and I'm never looking back. All right. John Candy was one of the good ones. Man, he was really good. You know, when I was first introduced to him, it was in that movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Such a great movie, and he did such a good job in that movie. And then once I saw Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I would start. I went back and started watching all of his movies. And my second favorite John Candy movie is Spies Like Us. Do y'all remember that movie, Spies Like Us? Such a great movie. Those two movies are the most awesome. It is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Spies Like Us with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. But Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is one of the best movies ever made. Steve Martin and John Candy, such a good duo. You watched it 100. I'm telling you, man, it is such a good movie. We watch it around Christmas time every year. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. We watch it around Thanksgiving to Christmas time. It's a good holiday movie. But Spies Like Us is a great movie, man. It is wonderful. I don't watch new movies. I just can't. I watch all the old movies from the 70s and the 80s and even up to the early 90s. All those old movies are funny. Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, all of their movies, so funny. They don't make movies like that anymore. They were edgy and funny. Gene Wilder and See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Oh man, that's such a great movie too. Richard Pryor was hella funny, man. He was very funny. Sad the way he passed away. Right, Jeffrey? I'm telling you, a lot of those movies were made before my time, but I still enjoy the hell out of them. I think John Candy died in Mexico. Isn't that where he was at when he passed away? Mexico. You're down in Mexico. Yeah, see, there's a constable inside the HEB parking lot right now with his police car. There goes a self-driving Waymo. You know what? I'll take you guys right up Congress. We'll go look at the Capitol from Congress. This is my favorite view in the city, is this view right here when we go around this corner and you can actually see the Capitol. This is the best view in the city right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's probably too small on the camera, but straight to the back is the Capitol. Straight to the back is the Capitol. Oh man, hell yeah, they're rich. They're filthy freaking rich. The Butts family? Heck yeah, they're rich. Or probably more than rich. But you know what? They do a lot of good for the community too. They help the community a lot. I remember back when we had the ice apocalypse, and they tried their best to help people. But we had the double whammy during the ice apocalypse. Not only did we have all of the ice, but we had COVID restrictions at the same time. Yeah, it is, or it seems to be anyway. Like I said, they do a lot of good for the community, and I think that's good. I think that is excellent that they do that. Probably multi-billionaires, I would imagine. I think is HEB stands for Howard E. Butts, I believe. Butts, I know, is the last name. I think it's Howard E. Butts. So I'm not surprised they went with HEB instead of the Howard Butts grocery store. 1905 C.C. Butt grocery store in Kerrville, Texas. There you go. I don't know what the E stands for, but the Butts family. Gotta love the Butts family. Hey, I didn't know John Deere had an office down here on Congress. And John Deere Green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loves Charlene in letters 10 foot high. And the whole town said the boy should have used red, but it looks good to Charlene and John Deere Green. Sorry, y'all, I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer at all. But I do love singing. I just can't do it well. The Frost Building. That is the Frost Building. I call it the Owl Building because it looks like owl ears at the top. Hector and Alina Barnes, a young couple from Lebanon, decided to leave behind their homeland and search for a better future in Texas. Look at the Frost Building. That building was built in the 70s. It's been here a long time. Frost Bank Building. Clock on it, and at night the owl ears at the top are lit up. It's a beautiful building. And it used to be one of the taller ones here. Not anymore. Not anymore. Let's go make a run up Rainy Street and see if we can find a serial killer. John Deere Green. We're beginning to grow. Hector and Alina faced a pivotal moment when they decided to formally name their business. They chose HEB, a name with dual meaning Hector Alina. Oh, it's not Howard Butts? I thought it was Howard Butts. Auto pedestrian fatality on Riverside. Well, let's head over there. Let's go check it out. Let me see if, hang on. I got to figure out where on Riverside. What's the cross street, Mark? Do you know what the cross street is? Let's see. Let's head over to Riverside. Is it on the east side of 35 or the west side of 35? 10 and 4 Drive. I can't pull up my map right now. If somebody could pull up that on a map and tell me if it's east of 35 or west of 35, we're going to head over there. Ten and Ford Drive. I can't remember where that's at. 10 and Ford Drive. Well, we'll go east. because the main part of Riverside is east of 35. So, okay, we're headed that way right now. I just hope we don't get caught up in a bunch of traffic because I'm sure they got the road shut down. Hang on, let me look at the map. 10 and Ford Drive. Hang on, I'm not gonna be able to see the chat for a minute. Okay, I think I see where it's at. Okay, I think I see where it's at. Let's see. Yep, I see where it's at. All right, let's. Oh, it's right down there at Burton Drive. Okay, I know where. Okay, I know how to get there. It's right. It's basically Burton Drive. Okay, got it. Here we go. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Instead of going up Riverside, we're gonna come up Burton Drive. We will have a better chance of getting a spot to park. We'll go down to Old Torf and come up and then head down Burton Drive. Auto pedestrian fatality. Man, there's so many pedestrians getting ran over here in Austin. It's happening all the time now. People crossing the street, but it happens because people are jaywalking constantly. Butter Cheeks, good morning. I'll be passing your place. Good deal, cable guy. Well, Butter Cheeks, we are headed to a auto pedestrian fatality. Basically, Burton Drive and Riverside. We're going to come up Burton Drive. I'm confused now, too. His mother, Florence Butt, and not, I don't know. I've always heard Butt, but you know what? That doesn't mean that I'm right. That doesn't mean I'm right. Man, the Dash Mobile is missing. What in the heck is happening? Let's go, boys. We're going to run over, like I said, to Burton Drive and Riverside. We're going to go see if we can catch this auto pedestrian fatality accident. I hate seeing these things, but Doug, good morning, sir. Good morning, Doug. You caught us right at the time where we're headed to a fatality accident. You caught us right as we're headed to a fatality accident. Good old Doug M. Hope everybody's having a good day today. It is a gloomy, kind of a nasty morning out here. It is a gloomy, nasty morning. All right, so we're going to head from Old Torf. We're going to head over to Burton Drive. And we're going to take that right over to Riverside. We are almost there, boys and girls. This old boy right here is going to get himself ran over if he ain't careful. We're going to head right down Fentanyl Central. Fentanyl Central, right here in Austin. Sorry, the camera's moving around on you guys. I gotta secure this mount a little bit better. I'm gonna go through. Oh shoot! I love the weather where I'm at. It's beautiful, sunny, 68. Downtown Aldine. Is that how you say it, Aldine? All right, we're gonna turn right here. Oh man, we're gonna get behind the bus. The bus, the bus, the bus is on fire. Um, Man, there's just been so many pedestrian fatalities in this town here lately, and it's because I mean the people are they've stopped enforcing the jaywalking stuff, so people are just walking out in the middle of traffic. It's crazy, man. There's the fentanyl dealers right there. Aldine, there you go. Yeah, May, I just missed that one, and by the time I saw it, I couldn't slam on my brakes, or I would have slid right through it. Uh, this is a lot of murders happen right here on this road. There's been how many murders have we covered on this street? Honestly, just in the last few months, 4, 5 murders just in this like 2 block area. It's wild, man. I wouldn't live on Burton Drive if you paid me to. Not in these apartments, anyways. There's no way I would live in these apartments. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say that. I mean, the murders that happened are because people are getting into some stupid stuff. Burton, yeah, it's because of drugs and stuff like that. The murders, I mean, it's not just happening to random people. It's the people that are getting murdered. They're in the they're doing they're in the middle of dope and stuff. So I guess I don't want to say Burton Drive. I wouldn't live on it. Of course, I'm not selling drugs or buying drugs either. Let's see, Section 8. I think they probably are Section 8 apartments, I would imagine. Section 8 is low income housing, right? They may be mixed. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. They've got this whole area shut down. All right. We're going to go and pull in right here. Yep, they've got this whole area shut down. And there's the fatality. Gosh darn it, y'all. Yeah, it's right there. Right in the middle of a street. Yes, covered up. Yeah, let me back out of that. We don't need to see that. I don't want to. We need to back out of that. I think so. Yes, we're gonna. I'm gonna not show all of that. Here's the car itself, which is right up here. How about I just show y'all the car instead of showing that? Yes, it is. Yeah, it is covered. There's the car with the damage on the front end. Yeah, I see they have they're taking pictures down there. I don't know if I should I show that from a distance? Uh, it's a good question about the media. I don't really know. I'll tell you. Well, I, I, I don't know what to show without being I don't want to show the body. No, I can't do that. Yeah, do y'all see the damage? The front end of that car is very messed up. Yeah, no, I don't want to show. I'm not going to show the body for sure. But what I will do is from a distance, let me see here what we can do. Let me see here what we can do. I'm not going to show that down there because they've got 'There's a lot of distracted drivers. Butterfly, I'm not sure. I didn't even know this happened until Mark mentioned it to me. So I don't really know when it started. I'm going to zoom out. That's a little too close. But this whole area is completely shut down. Yeah, crime scene is here. They're doing pictures and all that stuff down there. Now you can see they're covering now with 7 a.m. Is that when it happened? Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to continue to show all of that because um, um, sorry, y'all. I just don't know how I feel about showing all of this. They're doing photos and stuff down there right now. Urgent Canadian healthcare. Yeah, that car is really messed up. There's a lot of damage to that car. And I do not see the ME here just yet either. Okay, good, Butterfly. Good. I just didn't, can you see that they're down there, they're putting stuff up, like I don't know what that is that they're putting up. I guess it's a thing to keep people from seeing. I mean, which Now I'm gonna zoom in. You can't see the it's all covered up down there now. You can't see anything. They've got it covered now. Yeah, it looks like that's some kind of a tent type thing. Man, a lot of pedestrian fatalities, and you know that they are a good 75 yards, maybe a football field from the intersection. So I'm assuming that person again was walking across Riverside where they're not supposed to. It's just what we were talking about a while ago. They walk out into the street, and you know, but whatever happened, uh, he got hit incredibly hard. The front end of that vehicle is smashed up. I don't know if maybe they hit another vehicle as well. I don't see another vehicle out here anywhere, but very well could have been going to the bus stop. You're right. It could have been a homeless person. It could have been somebody working. I don't know. I don't know. The body looked like they had a one of those vests on or whatever. Like they may have been in construction or something. Such a shame, though. This guy down here is gonna block my camera. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. So I will show you guys the car. Yeah, look at the damage on the front end of that car. I probably do. Cross redirect that person's driving. Yeah. But look at the damage on the front end of this car. Look right there. I mean, the whole front end of that car is just smashed. I've seen where they don't look before they cross and redirect that person is driving. Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about this all the time about all the pedestrian fatalities that happen out here. I mean, this guy here is marking off. This guy here is spray painting on the road. I guess he's marking off distances, maybe, or this is a crime scene technician here. Yeah, right around 7 o'clock. It's just getting good in daylight at that point. Man, I don't know. He's spray painting outside of the line. Oh, I can imagine the person probably is in bad shape, I would imagine. And by the looks of things, here's the crime scene photographers. Man, okay, well, it's not a good way to start a Sunday. Yeah, I don't see the ME out here yet. The ME may be here somewhere down the street. I just can't see them at the moment. Crime scene photographer. B71 is back. Holy moly, is that Butterfly? Butterfly 71, was she able to change her name back? Oh man, no more butter cheeks? Come on, come on. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, guys, I've got to, don't go anywhere. Don't drop off. I've got to turn my camera off real quick and do a quick video. And then if you can give me 30 seconds, I will be right back on. Please don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. Are we back? Can y'all hear me? Are we back, my friends? My phone is not charging for some reason. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to get a video out. I don't know why my phone is not charging. Okay, well, maybe it is charging. Man, I tell you what. Greg Watson, good morning, sir. She's doing a lot of photographs inside the car. I don't know if y'all can see her that well. She's on the driver's side shooting a lot of pictures right now. Such a shame. Right here, what are we, a week before, just a little over a week before Christmas? right at a week. It's a shame. But man, the damage on the front end of that car, that is crazy. They must have been going really, really fast when they hit. They must have been going really, really fast. Yeah. They were definitely jaywalking. It's exactly what we were talking about on the way here was, how they stopped, um, enforcing the jaywalking ordinances. If you're wondering what's going on, we're just being a hit. Yes, a hit and run. Absolutely. Yep, Jeffrey says, well, I don't think it's a hit and run. The guy did stop, but it's definitely a auto versus pedestrian fatality accident. Auto versus pedestrian. Yes, B71 is back to B71. She's no longer butter cheeks. No longer butter cheeks. Man, I forgot to shave this morning. I forgot to shave. Miss Cheeks. She is Miss Cheeks. Miss Cheeks vs. Yep, a lot of cops over there. Such a shame. It's right here a week before Christmas. Y'all, I have a birthday coming up a day after tomorrow. How you guys like that? Very well could have been that early in the morning, still kind of drunk from the night before. But I have a birthday coming up. I don't know, unless they've already released them from the scene, if it was a legit accident or if they took them to the station. I don't know. It could be in a car around here somewhere. Not sure. Not sure. I don't like having birthdays. I just keep getting older and older, and that's no fun for anyone. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. Birthday time. But I'm going to stop having birthdays because you only get older. Well, happy early birthday, Miss Butterfly. January 3rd. You are a newborn, like a new year newborn. You almost were a new year baby. That's crazy. Almost a new year baby. Yep, they probably, or if it was a legit accident, somebody was just walking, or I mean, it very well could just be a legitimate accident. Somebody was walking across the street at 7 in the morning, and it's just starting to get daylight outside. Cop's like, keep moving. Time just keeps going on, Mr. Greg. Yes, right. It does. It does. It just keeps going on. But I don't have, you know what? I don't have to recognize it. I'm going to stay 43 for the rest of my life. I'm not getting older. Jeffrey, your birthday's on January 8th? Heck yeah, man. Happy early birthday. Gotta love Elvis. You know, I like some of Elvis's music, but I wasn't ever really a fan of Elvis. Wasn't really ever a fan of Elvis. July 54, that's not old. Come on now. 54, you're a spring chicken. You know, yesterday morning, I was supposed to take all day off yesterday, but I ended up going out early. But anyway, I got talking to my mom on the phone. We got to talking about the old days back when we were little and still had Sunday dinner with all the family, and we just started talking about everything, and it really started making me sad yesterday. Started making me sad. I miss the old days. I like some Elvis music, but I'm not a heavy fan. I like, that's me, Jeffrey. I like some of Elvis's music, but I'm just not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. Shoot, they may be out here for a while. You know, they're working this as an absolute crime scene, which makes me think that there may be something more going on here than just an accident, you know? I mean, they've got this whole area. I mean, they're working this like they would work a murder. Blue Santa's good. We delivered quite a few gifts yesterday, a lot of gifts yesterday. And I think they were able to get them all delivered, I think. What B70, what Butterfly is talking about, she's talking about the Blue Santa from the Austin Police Department, where they have the you know, they collect all of these gifts for people. I'm gonna have to move out of here because they're about to open their Pizza Hut here pretty soon. I'm about to be out of your way. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. There was one. Looks like one person was hit down, back down here, Greg. This is right there. You see the black tent? That right there. That is where the person was at. That's where they got hit at. And of course, and then so it's about a football field length. So the car where the car hit, which this is the car that actually did the hitting here. That car is about a football field away from where they actually hit the person. Y'all, I'm gonna have to move out of here because they're opening up the Pizza Hut, and I'm blocking their front door. But that's where the person was hit, where you see the black tent, and then about a football field back to the east is where the car came to rest. I tried to tell that lady just now that I could move if she needed me to, and she just completely ignored me. So we're gonna have to move on out of here. Let's go see what else is happening around town. Very sad. All right. Let's get out of here before they end up calling the cops on me. We'll stop back by here in just a little bit and see what's happening out here. Yeah, that car is. They're opening up. They have to put their signs out front. I'll tell you what we can do, though. Here's what we can do. You know what? They won't let me park there. We'll go to this side and park over here. Here's the makeshift chop shop. Man, ain't nobody gonna let me through. Seriously? Oh shit! Ain't nobody gonna let me through here. Damn it! Fucking potholes. All these people in the parking lot here are let's see. Can we get across? Nope, we can't get across there. Here, I'll give you guys a view real quick of the there's the front end of the car right there. So you can see back down the street back there, that's where the person was hit, and that's where the car came to rest right there. This is a little bit of a different view of what was happening. You can see how far the car traveled after hitting the guy. Traveled quite a ways. Yeah, for sure. At least it stopped. Yep, it probably did. Look at the kid on the skateboard going down the street. I'm surprised they're letting him do that. I didn't see any shoes down there. Nope. Did not see any shoes. Don't know. I can't believe they're letting that kid go down the roadway there like that, though. See, there's something else going on. I mean, there's more over here. Hang on. There's more happening back down here as well. There's another car down there that the cops are with. And then the lady doing the photography was just over there. So I don't know if there's maybe another car involved that ended up down here. I mean, it's possible that happened. Man, it's just such a shame. But look, oh, hang on. Look at the windshield of the car. That the person went up into the windshield hardcore. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see how beat up the windshield is to that to that car? Sorry, I know it's very grainy. I'm zoomed way in, so it looks the video doesn't look that good, but it's as good as I can get it from this far out. All right, we're going to move on, y'all. We're going to go down the street some. Okay, let's go down the street, see what's happening on down a little ways. All right. And there's even more cops down here. Oh, they have it all shut down. This is where they've started shutting it down at. Man, they've got a lot. They've got like 3 blocks of Riverside shut down. Yeah, they've got a lot of Riverside shut down. Man, I don't know. I don't. It just seems like that's a lot. They have a lot shut down for. I don't know. I don't know. I got. Whoa, 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 whoa! What are you doing? Did y'all see that? That lady pulls out and damn near hits me. Now look how fast she's going. And people wonder why people get hit. Good Lord. I hope it was worth it for that lady. She almost hit me. She almost hit me, boys and girls. She almost hit me. Had Killer Carla been in the car, that woman would have got a cussing. Alright, we're going to head back into town really quickly. Yeah, I've got, so today I'm going to be going out to Del Valley, to a homeless camp in Del Valley that's causing some issues. Yep, she got it. I'm telling you, she got it. She's getting cussed at right now by me and other people. There's a homeless camp out in Del Valley that built up around an apartment complex. And what they're doing is not only are they breaking into the cars at the apartment complex, but they ran an absolute boatload of extension cords into the apartment complex, and they're taking everybody's power. And you and I both know that power is expensive. And when one homeless camp has 10 electrical cords running from that apartment complex, you're paying for a lot of electricity. And people are kind of pissed off about that, but they can't get any help. They go out and unplug the electrical cords, and they come back the next morning and they're plugged in again. The apartment complex won't do anything about it. The city won't do anything about it. And they are fed up out there. They reached out to me day before yesterday and was like, please, can you help us? Can you do something, anything? So I'm going to go out and take some video and put a spotlight on it and see what we can do. Fun, I don't have time for you to get out of my way. That's it, Jeffrey. That's it, man. It's my life. I'm important. Me, me, me. Brenda, do you want to dance? Brenda, give me half a chance. I know it's not Brenda, but it is today. It's Brenda. Brenda, you want to fall in love? I think the song's actually Linda, but Brenda works just as well. Brenda works just as well. Brenda, do you want to dance? South Park Meadows, we were there yesterday. It was nuts. B71 says, don't go to South Park Meadows. Everybody's trying to shop. Yeah, I hate doing shopping this time of year. I know a lot of people probably just do online shopping. I know we've been doing some Amazon shopping quite a bit, and it is handy. The only thing is when we're shopping on Amazon and then they come drop the boxes off, my kids sometimes get the boxes before we do. And even though they're in the boxes, they can typically shake it and try to figure out what's in it. Mark, have a good one, man. I hope you get that yard mowed up in Georgetown, my friend. I do. Yeah, guys, we're going to hop off here pretty quick this morning. I've got some stuff that I've got to get done. Some videos that I've got to make. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, hang on. We're not going anywhere yet. Hang on. I'm going to take y'all to the HEB homeless camp. I have heard that the cops are supposed to be focusing on that place. I think we need to go look and see real quick if they have done anything as of yet. So let's run over there real quick before we do anything. People drive right through the crosswalks when you're walking through. They try to, and people wonder why so many people are getting ran over, man. But this guy this morning that got ran over, he was definitely jaywalking. He was nowhere near a crosswalk. Good morning, May. May, do you want to dance? May, give me half a chance. All right, so let's go over there real quick and just check that camp out and see if there has been any activity over there from the city. And then I'm going to be interested to see exactly what's happening. It's been a week, a little over a week since I started reporting on that, and they generally, y'all, the water tower camp is about to be shut down. Hang on, we got to go back there. The water tower camp's about to be shut down. They put signs up out there, big notice to no trespassing, and signs that says vacate immediately. They're about to shut down the water tower camp. Get some. Good morning. My great-grandbaby's coming to see you. Heck yeah, Miss Brenda. My mom is very excited because her grandbaby, is coming to see her for Christmas. And my mom is very excited. My nephew, Boston, he is a U.S. Marine, and he is coming home for Christmas this year. And my mother is so excited to see him. I think we're all excited to see him. I need to get back over there and take pictures of the water tower camp. Oh man, we're making progress, my friends. We're making progress. They are going to shut down the water tower camp. Those signs have went up in the last week. So over on, I've started reporting on the water tower camp extensively in the last week. And they put up notice to vacate signs. They are about to get shut down, boys. That is a camp. There's so much stolen property in the water tower camp. It's not even funny. Dude, why are you going 40 miles an hour on the expressway? Oh, wait, there's a car in front of them that's going 40 miles an hour on the expressway. Okay, we're down to 35, y'all. We're down to 35 miles an hour. 32 miles an hour. All right, we're going to speed up going downhill. I sound like an old man bitching at traffic, don't I? Jeffrey, Mr. Jeffrey. I wished I could pronounce your last name, Mr. Jeffrey, but I can't. I would slaughter it. No more butter cheeks. She is back to B-71. That sounds like a bomber. The water tower camp is where I got chased out by that pit bull. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember me telling y'all about that? Show is. He does the same thing. All right, we're about to pull up at this camp over here. I want to show y'all. I'm interested to see if the city has made any movements on this camp over here, because they were supposed to have started clearing this. We'll see if they've done anything about it. And people say that what I do doesn't work, man. Every time we start focusing on one of these massive drug camps, it gets shut down within a week or two. It gets shut down in short order. But the good thing about it is it's not just shut down. The people that are living there are taken into shelter. Now, if they are going to take advantage of that shelter, that's a whole different story. A whole different story. Nutter cheeks! Nutter cheeks. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, it is funny. Nutter cheeks. What is Mr. Nutter Cheeks up to today? Chattagner. Okay, Chattagner. There you go. Okay, well, if that's actually how I would have pronounced it. Oh yeah, get some. What we do is working. It works beautifully, and we've got the eyes on. It does work for sure. We've got the eyes of the city, and that is 100% certain. We do have the eyes of the city. Y'all see this guy right here walking up to this car? That's the guy that I gave the food to last week. Y'all remember? Y'all remember when I went and bought food at the store? That's the guy that I bought food for right there. So those homeless, yeah, they'll pretty much, some of them will probably stay in this area, but most of them will move to a different area. Some little car just knocked down the arm of Bertrand's Railroad Crossing. Arm is on the tracks. That sucks, Brenda. You're going to have to change my name. Yep, you're going to have to just change it to Nutter. Nutter Cheeks. That's what you need. Nutter Cheeks. I hate those stupid radios. The radios, the bass, it's so loud that, they're 2 car lengths back, but it's still, hey, dude, what are you doing? The radios that the bass is so loud, they're a couple of car lengths back, but it's still vibrating my windows. God dang, I'm really starting to sound like an old man, aren't I? I gotta shut up. I gotta stop. I guarantee you next week the water tower camp will be cleared out completely. Guarantee you. They put up some very big, very professional. Okay. Okay. We're back. I hope we're back. Look at this out here, y'all. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, man. Look how bad this place is. Can y'all see this or not? This is a bad place, friends. It is a bad place. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to hop off. I've got to get some work done here. And I've got to get over to... I've got to get out to Del Valley. I appreciate everyone being on with me this morning. But I got to get some work done here today. Love each and every one of you for being here with me. You guys are very awesome people. If I do hop back on in a little bit, like I said, it's because something is happening that I think you're going to want to see, usually involving public safety. Yes, May, stay safe. Jeffrey, Killer Carla, Butterfly, Mr. Buttercheeks. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you on the next one.